Hello and welcome once again, friends. My name is Gerald, pastor of Innovate Church in Kannapolis, North Carolina. Welcome to you wherever it is you are tuning into us from. I'm so glad that you have come on to join us for our daily psalm reading. Our hope from the beginning has just been that you are blessed and encouraged by going in the Word with us to see what God has in store for us. Today, friends, we jump into the longest chapter of the entire Bible, Psalm 119, which has 176 verses. Now, I'm not going to read them all to you in one sitting. That would be, I don't want to say painful because it's God's Word, but may not be something you have time to sit down and listen to for that long. How about that? But friends, it is truly one of my favorite Psalms and one of my favorite chapters of the Bible. But it's an interesting psalm. It is actually put together in an acrostic form of the Hebrew alphabet. So we have 8 verses under each letter of the Hebrew alphabet from their language. And each letter has a name, just like ours do as well. And so each time it has a heading for that letter. The overall title of the chapter here is Your Word is a Lamp to My Feet. So we'll start with Aleph, or A, and starting in verse 1. Blessed are those whose way is blameless, who walk in the law of the Lord. Blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with their whole heart, who also do no wrong, but walk in his ways. You have commanded your precepts to be kept diligently. Oh, that my ways may be steadfast in keeping your statutes. Then I shall not be put to shame, having my eyes fixed on all your commandments. I will praise you with an upright heart when I learn your righteous rules. I will keep your statutes. Do not utterly forsake me. So friends, just in this first 8 verses here, we have the heart of the psalmist saying how important God's word is to him and how he wakes to read them, how he desires to follow them. And that should be mine and your heart as well, is to get into God's word and see what it is he has to tell us, how he wants us to live. If you want to know who God is and you want to know who Jesus is, then you need to be in the word, feeding on his word and reading about him and how he's done and what he's done and what he wants for us. Because friends, the way that we should live is taught us in the scriptures. It says, blessed are those who keep his testimonies, who seek him with their whole heart. So when you go into God's word, you use your whole heart. You're trying to learn about the Lord and trying to draw closer to him. How do you get to know somebody? How do you get closer to somebody? It's whenever you seek to learn about them and to draw close to them with your whole heart. Don't go at it half-heartedly. And it says, who also do no wrong but walk in his ways. Friends, that should be our goal. If we want to glorify God, if we want to respond to him correctly, then we want to walk in his ways. We want to abide by his law. It's interesting throughout this entire psalm how there are different names for his word or for his law. We have testimonies, we have precepts, we have statutes, commandments, rules, more statutes. So all through this is talking about God's word and his commands for how we should live. But we're not, I want to emphasize, we are not saved by being able to always walk properly in him. We will slip and fall. We will trip and fall. We will walk backwards and even spin around sometimes in our faith life. But our salvation is granted on our faith and our trust and our belief in Jesus Christ. He's the only one that walked, followed God's law from beginning to end without sin. And we, by believing in him and trusting in him, share in his righteous covering because he was able to live righteously. But that don't let us off the hook. Our goal should still be in response to what Christ has done and in response to God's love for us. Our response should still be to love, to obey, to seek Him with all our heart, and to try to live as righteously as we can. But don't beat yourself up when you trip, slip, fall, twist, whatever. It's going to happen. Get back up on your feet and strive to live better the next time. Friends, as always, I pray this has been a blessing and an encouragement to you. And if it has been, will you click share? Share it with somebody else. Click subscribe. We need subscribers on our YouTube channel. But whatever you do, I just want other people to be blessed and encouraged by God's Word. So I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for sharing, posting any comments, subscribing, whatever it is. Just let us know you're out there and listening. Friends, have a wonderful evening, and we'll read our next part of Psalm 119 tomorrow. Have a blessed day.